to my video. Sorry I'm posting. I've been like healing from something, but I'm back. So don't mind the background noise. But this video is gonna be different. I only done one video of this, and that's like my book collection, but I have books on like a million other books before because I got more. So I don't want this video to be long, but this is what's on my physical TBR. These are all new books that I've not shown you on my channel before. So let's start. So I begin on the bottom shelf too, but can't see it though. But yeah, so I have Briar U series from someone that had to get over with it. So the first is The Chase. It's everyone says opposites attract, and they must be right because there's no logical reason why I'm so drawn to Colin Fitzgerald, and that's his best friend has a crush on me, and I moved in with them and did not recommend we were roommates, and realizes what he's missing. He knows where to find it. I'm trying not to make this video so long because I don't want to read the whole entire description of this. So yeah. Next in the book we have The Risk. Everyone says I'm a bad girl. It's about fake dating. And yeah, I'm just gonna say the tropes of the books because I don't really feel like saying everyone's description of the books. The third book is The Play. This one is about everyone says I'm a screw up. The last book in the Barry series is The Dare. Okay, like I said, the fourth book, the last in the Barry series, is Everyone Likes a Challenge. I'm like talking a little quiet because someone's up in the hallway. Okay. Next, I have Colleen Hoover, Heartbones. My sister has the old cover. I have a new cover because they don't sell the old cover anymore. But I'm just gonna like read a couple of sentences. Bea Grimm has only known a little of her poverty and neglect. After surviving by any means necessary, she finally has a hard-earned ticket out of Kentucky with a full ride to Penn State. 2 short months before she finally free, an unexpected death leaves her homeless and forces to spend the remainder of her summer on a peninsula in Texas with a father she barely knows. That is that. The next book is Confess. Auburn Reed has lost everything important to her. In her fight to rebuild her shattered life, she has her goals in sight and there's no room for mistakes. But when she walks into a Dallas art studio in search of a job, she doesn't expect to find a deep attraction to the enigmatic artist who works there, Owen Gentry. So this book is like an artsy one. This book has been on my TBR for the longest time, Regretting You. Maureen Grant, her 16-year-old daughter Clara, will like nothing more than to be nothing alike. Oh, and I have to read that part. How do you pick up the pieces without the glass glue holding everything together? So, yeah. I don't want this video to be too long, so that's why I'm like doing everything short. It starts with us, the first book in the ISWE series. Before it ends with us, it started with Alice. Lily and Riley have just settled to a civil co-parenting run with their daughter Emerson when Lily suddenly runs into Alice near 2 years after they last spoke. Elated that the timing finally seems to be right to get what they have together in real terms, Alice asks Lily on a date. So it's too late for a new book, and then she has another new book. So, a psychological suspense novel. Sloan will go through all hell and back for those she loved, and she does so every single day, caught up with that alluring Asa Jackson, a notorious drug trafficker. Sloan has finally found a lifetime to cling to, even if it's not compromising her morals. She was in Dire Straits trying to pay for her brother's care until she meets Asa. But as Sloan became emotionally and economically reliant on him, he turned to develop a disturbing obsession with her, ones that become increasingly dangerous every day. Sorry if my words mixed up because I can't talk that well and I'm reading like that. Okay. Here's the other book. Ends with this. Okay. Sometimes the one who loves you is the one who hurts you the most. Lily hasn't always had it easy, but that never stopped her from working hard for the life she wants. She comes a long way from the small town in Maine where she grew up. She graduated from college, moved to Boston, and started her own business. So when she feels like a spark with a gorgeous neurosurgeon named Riley Kincaid, everything in Lily's life suddenly seems almost too good to be true. Well, if I say Sarah Adams, but I have Tessa Bailey, Too Big to Break. Can the force of proximity of one wild road trip bring two childhood friends back together? Childhood friends. Leaving Belmont, Clarkson is the hardest thing Sage Alexander has ever done. From the moment they met, she knew Belmont was that one, and getting up close and personal with him on his family, an epic road trip has taken her desire to a new, even hotter level. But there's no way she can go there, not without revealing secrets that could devastate them both. Next I have Sarah Adams, Practice Make Perfect. A small-town sweetheart and emotionally unavailable bad boy try to find some common ground in this chemistry-filled romance from Sarah Adams and the Chichi and When in Rome. Annie Walker's on a quest to find her perfect match, someone who complements her happy, quiet life running through the local flower shop in Rome, Kentucky. But finding her dream man may be harder than Annie imagined. Oh my god, that's very cool. When in Rome. Opposites certainly attract for a standard pop star and a small-town baker in this charming slice. Emily Rose, known as Ray Rose, for adoring fan, has burned out from years and maintained her Princess of Pop image inspired by her favorite Audrey Hepburn film. Roman Holiday, she drives off in the middle of the night for a break in Rome, Kentucky, that was. So these two books are a sequel together. But I did read, what's that book called? The cheat sheet. So I have the second book of the selection because I read the first selection. This is The Elite. Well, I told you on my last vlog before about the whole series about. So those are the other books I read that way. It's basically the same thing as this book. I have The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. Florence Day is a ghostwriter for one of the most prolific romance authors in the industry, and she has a problem. After a terrible breakup, she no longer believes in love. It's as good as dead. I read the sequel to The Love Hypothesis, to Love on Braid. Like an evening, a purple-haired Jedi brings balance to the mansplained universe. Being Koenig swagger lives by a simple code. What could Marie Curie do? And that's all for Marie, her job, neuroengineering project. She'll accept without hesitation. Duh, but the mother of modern physics never had to co-lead with the Levi board. And next is The Kiskers by Aaron Sterling. When Gwen Jones is perfectly happy with her life in Graveslender, she and her mom and her cousin have formed a new and powerful covenant. She's successfully witchcraft a shop. Sometimes wicked, she started mentoring some of the younger witches in the town. As Halloween approaches, there's only one problem. Lewin Wells Penhallow. I'm just gonna take these raw real quick. Okay. Shopaholic, I don't know if anyone read this, but let me know because I don't know if it's actually a book, but I picked up at Goodwill. But it's a irresistible hero and confessions of Shopaholic and Shopaholic. Takes me hand and back. And it's an hilarious tales of mothers and daughters, mothers and sons, and one blushing pride who can't just say no, saying I do. Someone tell me if this is like an actual book or like poetry or something. Wait. Oh. Never knew that. And the next book is Dining Room by Christina Lauren. 2 people. Olive Torres used me to be a lucky twin from expedable mishaps to a recent layoff. Her love likes to be almost committally jinxed by contrast her sister Amy and his eternal champion. She even managed to fiance her entire wedding by winning a slew of contests. Some people don't really like this book. And the next book I have, a Christmas book. Only one for Christmas. When Sadie and Max are selected as contestants on the farm reality singing show Star Maker, each thinks they finally gotten their big Nashville break. I need to hurry up. Okay, next is a sequel to a Secret Lures, which is unfortunately yours. I'm gonna read like 2 or 3 sentences this time. After losing her job and her fiance fell swoop, Natalie Voss returned home to lick her wounds. A few months later, she simply found her stores in Cabernet and she's ready to go back on her feet. Love to Love You is another book by Elise Wood. Under One Roof, Stuck with You Below Zero. That's all I say, because there's a lot. Next is Boyfriend Material. Wanted one fake boyfriend, practically perfect in every way. That is perfect to say that. Next is Red, White, and Blue. When his mother became president of the United States, Alex Claremont Diaz was prominently cast as the American equivalent of a young, real, handsome, charismatic genius. His image is per elimination marking gold for the White House. Next, I don't think everyone read this book by Lucifer because it's more different than all of her other books. House of Being Sensation, YouTube star Maggie Nichols can't wait to dig her next challenge, arriving in tiny Kinshop, Idaho, with only caught in a coffee maker. Maggie is prepared to restore a crumbling Victorian mansion in 4 months or less. She has to do her list, her blueprints, and her team. Okay. I saw this in Barnes & Noble, and then I got this from Goodwill. Ooh, I like this. If I didn't read this, I'm gonna read the other book, because this is interesting. Zara Gaines Missing. Good context. Missing. Book about a missing person. I love it. This is the other book I got from Goodwill. The Girl in the Train. Rachel takes the same commuter train every morning and every night. Every day she routes down the track, flashes. Actually, I'm just gonna say the first time because that sums it up. Oh, until today, then she seems in something shocking. Okay, that's interesting. The Red Queen. This is like a really old book. Those with red, those with silver, merry and friendly, are lowly reds. Destiny is sort of a silver elite whose supernatural abilities to make them nearly gods. She will keep a secret. Eller's aunt was the first to go missing. Then it was the homecoming queen, who will be the third. I like her books. Okay. I don't have the third book of this book because last time they only have it in hardcover everywhere, and then Amazon released a paperback, so I'm gonna get the paperback of this soon. But I really want to read this series so bad. It's about this girl who inherits money. Yeah, all 3 books is about the girl who inherits the money. Next is The Obsession. Boy meets girl, boy stalks girl, girl gets revenge. Cover says it. 14 Ways to Die. You have to murder at least 3 people to be called a serial killer. The Magpie Man is looking for his 14th victim. Okay, Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. Think you know the person you married? Think again. Then she was gone. No one ever just disappears. Alec Mack was a perfect daughter, and then she was gone. And after one summer, I read the sequel to. I actually read the second book first. And this is the first book. I actually read the second book. Piper Bellinger's fashion one of bloom and her reputation as a wild child means that paparazzi are constantly on her heels. Gentleman Fraud, E. Lockhart. I've ever been wanted to be someone else. Better than the movies. The Painter. The West Bennett was not a boyfriend material. You would think that her next door neighbor will be a prince candidate for romantic comedy fantasies, but West has only proven himself to be a pain in the butt ever since they were like little. Next, these 3 are Emily Henry, book lovers. Nora Stephens' life is broke. She raised them all, and she's not the type of heroine. Next is Beach Read. People love to beach read. Augustus Everett is an acclaimed author of literary fiction. Generally, Andrew writes best-selling romance when she pens a happily ever after and kills off his entire cast. People don't really like people we met on vacation, so Poppy and Alex and Poppy, they have nothing in common. She was a wild child. He wears khakis. Only 4 more books. This is the last book in the 11 Gelato series, and it's huge. From Italy to Ireland, love can be found anywhere. 2 more books. The only hardcovers I have. Family of Liars. I started reading this a little bit, and then I didn't like get into it. I'm on like page 16. Lying Runs in the Family. I read TBR Liars, and it was good. Okay. Next is One of Us is Next. It's about, come on, baby, you know you missed this. So, yeah. And the last book I got is Book of the Month from Half Price Books, because I really want to get Half Price Books. The Dating Plan. Even with a step-by-step plan, these fake finds might accidentally fall for each other in this hilarious, heartfelt, romantic comedy. That is all the books I have. I have nothing else to say. I'll probably post this tomorrow or Friday. Bye.